Okay, so Zevran has many more visibilities now. And Sen got some stat buffs, so let's continue.
Where to?
Ha! Traps!
Watch out, trap. Watch out.
Okay. Interesting. Tattered notes belonging to the Mage Avernus. The taint allows us to sense the darkspawn. The longer we survive with the taint in our blood, the more potent it becomes. Unfortunately, this corruption will eventually overwhelm the Warden. Over time, it devours both mind and body, leaving nothing. But what if the spread of the corruption could be stopped, or contained in some way? What if the Warden could become more powerful without having that power kill him? How great would that power be? Would it be enough to stop the demons? The joining ritual is crude. We take into ourselves the blood of the darkspawn in the most obvious way. Most die from the corruption immediately. It is, after all, poison. There must be some way to refine the joining. Isolate the true power that is found in darkspawn blood, and leave behind the evil that kills us. You know what's interesting is that this is something that our Warden character actually goes to try and find out more about and stop in Inquisition. Remember, we get a letter from the Warden in Inquisition saying that he's off, or she, is off on a journey to find a way to stop the Calling, so that the Calling doesn't eventually kill the Wardens. Because every Warden is eventually going to die to the Calling, and they're on a ticking time clock. So our Warden character goes off to find a way to stop this. We still don't know if they were successful or not. I hope they were. But it's interesting that perhaps our Warden character got inspiration from this idea from Avernus. I can feel the corruption starting to take its toll on my body. I must not succumb. There's too much work to be done. Through my magic, I've been able to slow its inevitable spread, but not stop it completely. I am starting to hear things, even while awake. A voice more beautiful than any other, that calls to me from the depths. In my dreams I see the Black City, and I am drawn toward it. There is something there, an answer to what this taint is. This taint that we share with the Darkspawn. This appears to be old research of the Mage Avernus. They detail a series of experiments in terse clinical handwriting.
Day 32.
Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli.
Testing the pain threshold.
Oh, sorry.
Covered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had 1 more or a dozen. The things I could do.
This noxious potion appears to be the culmination of Avernus's horrific research. It promises to unlock the hidden potential of the tainted blood that you drank during the joining. Let's drink it. Pain racks your body, but there is power in this pain, and a hint of understanding. So, that for the warrior. Now, you get unique abilities based on what your class is. For the warrior, you get Bloodthirst, a sustained ability. The warrior's own tainted blood will spills in sacrifice, increasing movement speed, attack speed, and critical hit chance. For as long as the mode is active, however, the warrior suffers greater damage and continuously diminishing health. And we also get Blood Fury. The warrior sprays tainted blood in order to knock back nearby enemies, which they may resist by passing a physical resistance check. The gush of blood, however, results in a loss of personal health. If I recall, the rogue gets a passive that just kind of helps with their detection, like makes them more stealthy, I think is what it gives them. I think what the mage gets is that you sacrifice blood to get mana back, if I recall correctly. It's rather interesting, the kind of gameplay opportunities that these kinds of powers offer here. So you can actually, if you want to see what it looks like. So again, I have more movement speed. As you can see, I'm faster, and I will be able to actually, do more when it comes to, say, attack speed and critical hit chance, but I'm constantly getting health. Now, if I'm constantly getting healed, it's not going to be an issue. But yeah, that's just kind of something worth noting. And then, of course, here's the Blood Fury. I shoot out blood to knock everyone back. So it's a nice way to kind of, like, if you're getting surrounded by enemies, get back! So cool, fun, useful abilities. I really like that whole aspect. Hello, Avernus.
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration. Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance?
You're still alive?
Only just. I have only a short time left. Why are you here? What is your intent?
I'm here to recover this Grey Warden base.
An admirable goal. But in order to achieve this, the demons must be cut off forever.
I want some answers.
To what questions, I wonder? Ask.
Well, first off, Levy, go ahead and ask about your grandmother.
Master Mage, sir, my family name has been worth less than dirt for over a century. Do you have any proof that Sophia was a hero?
The boy who braved the mists. So you heeded my call. And you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor.
Your call?
He was but a boy when he entered the tunnels below the peak. His heart pure, his character certain. In dreams, I gave him the keys he would need. He would be my deliverance.
Just answer Levy's question.
Your great-great-grandmother was the best of us. Brave, charismatic, fiery, utterly devoted to the fight. But still we lost. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full of vigor then, so blind to consequence. But proof? There's none to be had.
I'm sorry, Levy.
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
How have you survived these many years?
The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far.
What was the purpose of your experiments?
To stop the demonic tide, to correct the miscalculations of the past. Blood magic comes from demons. They could counter every bit of law I knew. But the darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has power.
I will say I like the way he was thinking here. Because, like he said, demons know how to counter and deal with blood magic. It comes from them. They're like, oh, you're using blood magic against me? I know how to deal with that. But using something that they know nothing about, the darkspawn taint, that's actually pretty clever when you think about it. What power?
The Wardens use it merely to sense darkspawn. A triviality. My research has discovered so much more, hinted at even greater heights. This knowledge could not only save Soldier's Peak, with it the Wardens could grow even more powerful.
Can you teach me what you have learned?
You've already read my research, but in time, with the proper materials, I could learn so much more.
This is wrong. You're no better than the demons.
I have done what I must. But let me undo my greatest of mistakes. Let me cleanse this place. Then I will accept whatever justice you feel I merit.
Only a monster would sacrifice his fellow wardens.
It was necessary. It was vital. The few meager years of life they would have spent trapped in this tower were nothing compared to the greater goal. I gave their death meaning. Yes?
Tell me what happened here.
What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she, too, is no more.
How was Arland a tyrant?
He ruled with fear and poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then, but the kingdom lives on.
What happened to the rebellion?
Too many mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tyrn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory. Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped.
The Kuzlands almost rebelled? That's my family.
Is it? You lost many family members that day. I saw the Tyrn's head on the meeting table, with an apple in its mouth. Arland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlands to make them pliable.
Well, that's a pretty horrifying past to learn about your family. Why did you leave the Wardens to die?
I had considered the possibility of failure, but so many demons breaking free was more catastrophic than I had postulated. But my course was clear. I had to get to safety to contain the demonic threat. I took only those who would not impede my goal.
You're a heartless bastard, you know that, right?
A warden does what he must.
You had to know that summoning so many demons was foolhardy.
Perhaps, but it was survival. For months, I prepared the summoning circles, researched the darkest depths of the Fade. That moment was a triumph of demonic law. Dozens of demons, called by my hand. But with so many variables, I suppose, calculation errors were inevitable. I was so close.
And Commander Dryden knew of the demons?
She gave the order. I would have summoned the demons anyway. Only under wardens can true magical research continue. A chance to rediscover the secrets of ancient Tevinter.
You do remember how that ended, right? With the Black City and the Darkspawn.
Chantry lies told to subjugate the mages, keep them docile.
Remember this when we encounter Corypheus. Just saying. And how do you know the Chantry is wrong?
And how do you know they are right? Their faith would have you swallow a great deal for small comfort. Yes?
Alright, the time for questions is over.
So be it. My only request, if justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with.
Until the demons are dead, we are allies.
That will do for now. We must go to the Great Hall. There, I will repair the damage I caused so long ago. There will be peril. The demons will fight us every step of the way. Come.
I'll meet you there. What is that I'm hearing? It's probably Sten. Alright, let's quick save. This is why I got Morgan the Fireball spell. For this upcoming issue here.
We must hurry. We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
Alright, what do I do?
I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin. First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
So here's the bug. You notice how he'll just stand there and just not do anything? It was frustrating me. I was trying to figure out, what do I do to fix this? And I couldn't come up with it. Then I watched somebody else stream it, and I saw them in their Twitch chat. People were saying, do this. Cast Fireball and knock him into the portal. It works. All you have to do is just knock him into the circle, and it triggers it to happen.
Now's better than later.
So, if you ever encounter the bug that I just showed you, make sure that one of your mages has Fireball.
I hope I don't get blood all over me. Time to dance.
Begin the onslaught.
Price is paid in blood.
Okay.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
It's over. The veil is strong now. Stronger, at least. I said I'd submit to judgment. And so I shall. Can I be left to experiment in peace?
So yeah, we can either kill him, We can tell him that he has to atone and research ways to help the wardens ethically. We can punish him by making him live with what he's done, or cast him out of the wardens. I've always gone with the second choice. I've always figured, look, you've done this much research so far, and it's actually bringing about some results. So, go ahead and continue researching, but ethically. Like, no horrible, things to other people, okay? Just saying. Ethically.
With what time I have left, I will do this. It may take months or years for my research to reach fruition. When it does, I will send for you. Thank you for this, Warden.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. That old geezer Avernus deserves the gallows if you ask me, but people will do queer things to survive. But if he does the proper research, without the sacrifices and blood magic and all, maybe he'll turn up something good. But there was no proof to redeem my family.
Well, I'm not sure about your grandmother, but you are a good man.
Well, thanks, Warden. For so long, I was focused on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again.
Any chance I could convince you to stay on?
You know I'm no good in a fight, but I'm a fair trader if I do say so myself. My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the Peak will do nicely. Whatever the Drydens have to offer are yours, for a sizable discount.
The barrier between this world and the next will hold, and in time the land's scars will heal. 'Tis done.
Agreed.
Once my family comes, I might have some merchandise you could buy.
An old painting, one dating back to Commander Asturian's times. Perhaps Asturian's history points to this? Let's recite the Grey Warden Oath. Ooh.
I'll get on it.
Asturian's might. Nice. So, we have to leave, go somewhere else, and then come back and we'll see the changes to this place.
All right, all right.
Okay. Ta-da!
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also, got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else.
So did you tell your family about Sophia?
I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions, even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
Well, and what do you think of Sophia?
King Arlen sounded like a right nasty piece of work. Sophia was branded a traitor. She consorted with blood mages. But in spite of it all, I think she was a hero.
Well, the keep looks different.
We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right?
Any trouble with Avernus?
Haven't heard a peep from him. Seems to like keeping to himself, but I keep telling the children to stay away from the tower.
Show me your wares.
Certainly.
He's got lots of different things that you could get. Lots of different things depending on what it is you're wanting to take advantage of. So, but this is one of the big prizes right here. A storage chest, in case you want to store various different things here. Of course, there are mods. I showed you that player house, so you can be able to go ahead and come here and be able to just go ahead and stash as a ton of stuff here if you wanted to. Yeah. Now, let's go talk to this brother of his, this smith.
You? You're the warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
You're Levy's brother? Not much of a family resemblance.
I have a family full of traders living a soft life, getting fat. I chose to learn the way of metal and stone. It keeps me strong.
So you're a weaponsmith, then?
Indeed. I have spent my life studying steel, dragonbone, and more. I learned all I could in human lands, and exiled dwarves taught me more. Give me the finest metals and materials, and I can make wonders for you.
Let me see your wares. So, of course, he has tons of different, like, weapons and helmets and such. Regular Silverite helmet, Grey Warden helmets. If you want to look very fashionable. Love his selections of stuff. Getting the Grey Warden helmet to go alongside with that Grey Warden armor from Sophia is pretty cool. But then, of course, there's one more thing about getting this guy available that really piques my interest.
Warden?
So in my travels, I found this strange metal in a crater, along with some baby from some other planet that a couple found and decided to name Clark. It's a long story.
This is star metal. If you give this to me, I will craft for you a thing of legend.
How much would it cost me?
Nothing. My family owes you much.
So, I can either have him make a long sword, or I can have him make a two-handed sword. A long sword.
And so it shall be. It is done. I call this blade Starfang. May it serve you well. I must rest after my exertions. Warden?
I think that's an awesome name for a weapon. Starfang. Dexterity, damage, and armor penetration, and it has slots for 3 runes. So, yeah, it's pretty good. You know, the mod, and look at how much damage it does. It requires 31 strength, and it does 11.90 damage. Now, I should also point out that the mod sword I have, even though it does 77.70 damage, you can see all the other things on there as well. You know, like plus 50 attack, plus 15 strength, plus 45 defense. It does, of course, look really cool. That blue look on it, I think that's really cool. But that's just me. However, I do have this buddy right here who now could wield 2 swords, but see, this one requires strength. So you know what? Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start wielding Starfang myself. I'm going to go ahead and set up some runes on it, and then we can give this to Zevran, and we can also give him Asturian's Might. And so now he's wielding 2 swords instead of 2 daggers. Love it, love it, love it. I'll go ahead and give him that. He can put... Huh. Zevran wearing not leather armor, but actual, like, chainmail. He doesn't look bad in it. It does reduce his fatigue, but it's probably more fitting for him to wear leather, but I don't know. Sometimes I just still like giving them just really cool looking armor, I'm just like, look, it looks cool. What do you want from me? It looks awesome. Silverite. So anyways, I also gave him those because I thought it'd be kind of nice if they reduced hostility, but yeah. I'll try and see if maybe I can give him some better leather armor. Maybe I'll give him the battle dress thing that Liliana has. I'll have to work that out later. So anyways, I also need to go, you know what I need to do? Because I'm lacking runes. Because I can go to Sandal, but I don't really have the runes to do anything with. So I'm probably going to have to spend some money. Don't worry, I've got a golden goose. I have just a limitless amount of money to spend. So, we have Soldier's Peak, we have Starfang, we have an extra storage chest right here, and Levy has a nice place to work from. We can still go back inside, if I recall, if we wanted to. Nope, never mind, we can't go inside, but that's okay. We now also have two separate merchants here. Levy's nephew.
Once the Dryden's were strong. We will be again one day.
Dog. Which reminds me, I think I'm going to try and re-implement the free slot for the dog mod now that I've got my memory issues fixed. I was concerned that was causing the issues, but now that I know that wasn't necessarily the issue, I'll try and see if I can get that to work again. So, now that Soldier's Peak has been reclaimed and saved, I think... Return to Mage's Collective for the reward. I think it's time for us to head on over to, back to Orzammar and kind of deal with this whole king situation between these guys, Balin and Harrowmont. Dwarven politics, right? Dwarven politics. So anyways, stay tuned.